How y'all doing out there? This is your man, Nico B, aka Super Solican. And I just want to do another spiritual message for y'all because this is important. You have, and I want to talk to those who, even if you just, you don't know everything about, the ins and outs about the Bible or things like that. If you just believe, if you're a believer, either, in the Creator, just bear with me and listen to me. Will this world survive? Do you think that this world is going to survive? And I mean in the state that it's in right now. It can't keep operating in a state like right now. The world, if you really were to be familiar with the Bible and what's going and the signs of the end times, if you were to check boxes, of the signs of the end time, all of those boxes are being checked right now, today, in these times today. These are very unique times, man, in the fact that you got the internet. You could get information to somebody, all across the world like this. It don't take much time, to get information across. And yet we have all this technology. People got planes, things like that. We got airplanes. A lot of technology, man. Phones, cell phones. But yet human beings are still in the same state mentally, spiritually, morally that they've always been. You understand? Rebellious to God. Rebellious to the Creator because they rebellious to holiness and righteousness. But let me give you the signs of why, what's leading me to this conclusion. And you tell me, you tell me if these are happening right now. This is coming from Matthew. It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. And this is where he's speaking on the end times, the things that'll come to pass before the Lord comes and basically, destroys the wicked, takes with fire, and collects his people. It says nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. We already know that that's happening. In America right now, America have secret enemies. They done made so many enemies along the way. Bro, it could be like things are just and so they are bottlenecking right now. Things are ready to implode. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, you already have these foreign nations who've been fighting. It's nonstop fighting with them, over there in the Middle East. But now, like I said, America isn't, they perpetually have these wars. They've been over there fighting these same forever wars. And right now, like I said, they got other enemies who they don't know that's waiting on them in the shadows. And it's pretty sad. But you have that. You can check that box, correct? This is another sign that the Lord is returning. And this world will pass away. There will be food shortages. I mean, it said following the First World War, there was the greatest famine in our history. And, terrible famine also followed World War II. You have food shortages now in 2021. There are people who are starving, man. There are people who are starving. Like, they can't eat. They don't have no food. When they hands out, they have nothing to eat. Children, men, women, and children. And you know what I'm saying? But now, I'm talking about in the most prosperous country, America, you having a food shortage. Could you imagine starving? Now, some of you people so picky with, some of us so picky with what we eat. I don't eat that. I don't eat that. I don't eat this. I don't eat that. I guarantee you, if you didn't eat for 4 or 5 days, you will eat a barbecue rat. I know I would. Put that rat on the grill and hook him up. I'm serious. So I don't do all that, I don't eat this. I don't eat, man. They're picking, and I'm saying just like regular foods, man. Like, I don't eat vegetables. Okay. All right. If you let you not eat for 4 or 5 days, those Brussels sprouts will be looking pretty good. And that's already happening. So you can check that off the list, man. Said there'll be great earthquakes. We already know that's happening. Natural disasters are, natural disasters are happening in places that they usually don't. Like, what I'm saying, you having adverse weather in places where you don't usually have it. You having, like I said, right now we under a heat dome. The Lord say he gonna destroy the earth. He gonna cleanse the earth by fire. The earth is heating up. You understand? It's hotter in places where it wasn't usually that hot. So, that's definitely and you got flood. Not only do you have earthquakes, you got floods, typhoons, hurricanes, things just going on. Like I said, natural disasters happening in place where they don't usually happen. The building in Miami just collapsing, due to just the shifting of things, the shifting of foundation of the earth. Like the Lord can cause that to happen. All right, check that off. In one place after another, pestilences. Coronavirus didn't blanketed the whole world. You know what I'm saying? But before that, you had swine flus. Before that, you had Polio's coming back. You never got rid of the common cold. Pestilence is all over the earth. You have pestilence and disease. You got cancers ripping niggas, the new one. You still going killing people. You got a book as thick as this Bible, with medical stuff and diseases and ailments that they don't have any explanation or cure for. Pestilence is definitely upon the earth. And you also now recently you have locusts, you have swarms of locusts. Look at the news, swarms of locusts and swarms of grasshoppers that are coming through certain parts of the earth and basically wreaking havoc on crops and things like that. That's happening right now. But if you had your head buried in the sand, you wouldn't know. This is one that's very, very, and that comes from Luke chapter 21, verse 11. But in increasing of lawlessness, this is a very important one. This is happening today. You have people talking about they want to defund the police. You ain't never heard something like that. You have increasingness of lawlessness. You got people want to, like how they did with Jesus Christ, man. When they had Jesus and Barabbas. They had Jesus Christ, the prophet, the Son of God, prophet, a healer, all of this thing. And then you have Barabbas, some petty criminal. And they asked the people, which one would you rather us release? They wanted to release Barabbas. That's how people are today. They don't want, if it was a prophet, like David Curl or, somebody like myself or some, a person who really just bombing for the Lord, Bill Cosby, who tell him, not Bill Cosby, not saying he was bombing for the Lord, but I'm going to use him as an example. When he was telling black people to pull their pants up, stop dressing like knuckleheads and sluts and to do better, people got mad at him. And when those women lied on him and whatever happened with that case that should never have even been opened again, people didn't care about him. They didn't want him released. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was unjustly locked up. It was unjust. Everything, no evidence, none of it was founded. But then you have these murderers, proven murderers. You don't know, it don't matter who they killed. They killed another black man. So what? You don't care about him? You don't care about the black man he killed? It seemed like we don't have no value on black life. If a person go to jail and they was in jail for killing a black person, like, man, release them niggas. That's what y'all want. Please release them. Give me Barabbas to back into our community. You understand? Increasing lawlessness going on today. This would be forever to give you all of the examples of that. So you already know that you could check that box off. All right. So what else do you need the Lord to tell you? What else do you want him to say? Like for y'all people who naysaying, who always, y'all, the lack of the ye of little faith, y'all who always, want to mock the prophets of the Lord, want to mock the things of the Lord, it's like, but the Lord, you can mock, man, and it's futile. It's stupid to me because at the end of the day, the Lord is going to always have the last laugh. You feel me? Like this is the creator. This is the Lord is in the beginning and the end. He's everywhere. So a human being who lived like 80 years tops, man, it's like mocking the Lord. It's nonsense. You need to be trying to get some understanding of where, of how this the understanding how this earth works and where we going, where you're headed, man, spiritually, you know what I'm saying, physically, all this. You know, it's very important things, very important knowledge to learn, the knowledge of the earth, the knowledge of the Most High. You understand? And this here is only a glimpse. You know what I'm saying? This still isn't even, this ain't even close to all the information, all the things of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? All the things that describe God, all the things of God, the trace of God. Like you couldn't fit that in books. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so with that being said, we are, you know, it looks to me, if you just look at the signs, this does look like the beginning of the end of days. Just saying, you know, and it's not to have anybody be scared or anything like that. You should, if you know, you should actually take solace and rejoice in being able to know, you know, to prepare. Like we should all have been preparing our whole lives, you know what I'm saying, to meet with Christ in the sky. You understand? That's what we should be praying our whole life for. Like, because if you don't know how to operate around the Lord or the things, the heavenly things now on earth, how you going to do that in heaven? You ain't gonna be able to serve in heaven. You don't even know how to serve now. So you need to start doing that, practicing that now. All right. That's what our purpose is. Our purpose is to spread the gospel, you know, get on, practice, the things that we need to do, for the kingdom of heaven. And I mean, it's going, you know, and still having joy and a lot of things to do here. You know, we got to work. We got a lot of joy and joyous things to do. Take care of our family and being just decent people all around. So with that being said, prepare, man. The kingdom of the Lord is at hand. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of the Lord is at hand. You should get prepared. Again, the kingdom of God, meaning he's coming back. This earth will pass away. It is at hand. Okay? It's coming. So you need to get prepared. Do you know, pray. You need to stay prayed up, man. You need to pray to the Lord, like the Lord. That's prayer really is supernatural. It resets the brain. It resets your spirit. It gives you the Lord. That's how you communicate with God. God does communicate back. Yes, you can commune with that being through meditation and prayer. Yes, you can come. And it kills me how you have people who think you can commune, like you have spirit mediums and think you can commune with the dead and things like that. But people, when you tell them you could commune with the spirit, the living God, people be like, what are you talking about? The end of days. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. Prepare. All right. It's your man, Nico B. Got